I don't even want to start this video because I know that after this video, we're going to have some massive drama. I tracked all the wallets of cash trading, and what he says in his videos are not really the truth to me. I find all his wallet, more than 15 wallets, spend hours researching them, trying to find what kind of transaction was happening. And I will explain you everything in this video, how I did it and what we can see, and how he made actually his money. By the way, welcome on Hands-On Finance, where we study what's happening on chain because the blockchain is... It's true, like, what is the blockchain? The blockchain is an open ledger, so we can see all the transactions. Who made money, who lost money, follow the smart money, and make even more money. Don't forget to put on your little matcha and let's get in full detective mode. Everyone knows this wallet from crash trading, where it shows that he never sold his bread. But remember always when you watch some videos, why those people are making those videos for you. What is their incentive? What are they selling? What is the end goal for them? Because if you have it clear, you know what they are selling and what they do. So I decided to first search, of course, that address, but I'm not going to satisfy myself with only one wallet. So what I always do is check if they have some NFT and where it connects. So pretty easy. When you have the image, you right click, you can do search with Google. Yeah, I've been in crypto for more than 7 years, but I still don't know most of those NFTs. And I find that this is the collection, the Remilio babies. Once I have that, well, I just go in the criterias, and here for the rice is gonna be the Oni dog. And then I know that this one have an accessory that are the earrings. There we go. We're gonna put the AirPods Pro, and that's it. We have our NFT, which is owned by Crash. He's actually having his kind of real name on OpenSea. So now this is one of his other addresses. Then I will use a tool like Zerion to see a little bit what kind of activities we have. This wallet is still a little bit active if we have some blast. And let's check the history of transaction. 9, we just received some airdrop. This is also probably some airdrop. I decided to drop this address unless I find something more interesting. But that's the first address. Then we have the address from the video, the 213D. So it's pretty easy to find an address. Once you have that, I have the tool internally with the investors boardroom, where we use our software Stockchain to find those addresses with some special query. Now, this is where it starts to get interesting, because once I have that, I can unlock so much more information. Most of the people think, oh no, it didn't sell. Let me give you a preview. With this wallet, he made 266K sold right here. Before I continue into showcasing all his wallets, I just want to highlight that I have nothing against cash trading, just no drama. I'm just doing this for the exercise of the blockchain. And I thought this would be a fast video, but the number of wallets and the number of wash trading and everything that I saw, it took me a lot more time. And trust me, it's nothing beneficial, but at least you will know the truth and you will know what's happening. But then we can't blame him for anything. The name is Crash Trading. If the token crash after, it's normal. It says in the name. You can't be after reporting someone and say, I followed someone named Crash Trading and I think he scammed me. People are going to be like, what are you even saying? And if you say, plus, I saw it on Handsome Finance, which is also a stand-up comedian, you're just going to end up being the joke. So now that we have his address with all the bread on it, the 2.5 million, right? The stock that did not move. Then what I check is the history. And in the history, I'm going to check all the send transaction. Now I can see that he sent 4.6 Ethereum to that address. And that address end up being a Binance deposit. This is where I need to explain you how it works on the blockchain. When you send to an exchange, it's a unique address. Every account have their unique address. So whatever token you send from the same blockchain will go to that unique address, and then they send it to their hot wallet. So that's how we know an address is connected to an exchange, because it's sent directly to the hot wallet of Binance. And we know the behavior, it's exactly like that. The amount of money will be received and sent at the same time. Once I have this address, I can find all the wallets. And I hope you understand that when I'm giving you this, I'm also giving the alpha to everyone who wants to make you lost. So I'm kind of losing some of my power here, but at least maybe you will get better at this on-chain analysis thing, because that's the best way you can trade today. And when I checked after all the wallets that were connected to that Binance deposit, that's where it started to be fun, because that's where I found that amount of wallets. Yes, that's a lot. And it gets better and better. And because on my last video, a lot of people complained that I was not going straight to the point, I'm not going to show you how I find everything, but directly the results. So with this address, we know that he made 266K selling bread at those time. Now you have to understand, it doesn't have $5 million in bread. Why? The liquidity is thin. And I want to highlight so you can understand they can only sell when it's going up like this, because that's what's crashing the market. But where you understand is that here, the pool is only $1.5 million. So if one wanted to cash out, it will not make more than $1.5 million, because if you put all your bread, you can only get as much Ethereum as you can. And here, if I see 1.5 million, man. So maybe they can cash out using different exchanges and things like that. But don't worry, they are a well-prepared team, and it's all about everything. We have also this address where he made 300K as well, which this one, we put a lot of buy orders just for the sake of it, because actually what is happening is we buy for 56K and we sell for 353K. So that's more like just creating volume so it looks good. Again, I know this because from his Binance deposit address, I got all his addresses of his wallet. So I know, for example, with this wallet, he sent his bread to another wallet. And then we have this address that I don't know that's sent to him. But of course, if you only check the public wallet, you will be like, oh, but he never sold. He only bought and never sold. And the truth is, as you can see, what you will receive is 1.36 million. So there's a big difference between the money you have and the money you can get. If he was selling it all now, the price will drop by 70%. It already dropped a bit like that. Now, for anyone who is mad already that he sold and then made some money, you literally have a problem. Because of course, he's in it to make money. And who should we blame? The guy who is pushing a coin and selling it, or the people who click on the video and think they're going to make a 100x without taking any risk, and that they should instead them make money and the guy who made the video lose money. But also you have to be like super naive. And I'm sorry if it's shocking and I should have compassion or something, but what do you think? Do you really think that someone that bought into a coin like that is not going to sell at any time and just going to hodl and make some other videos on it and going to say, guys, it's okay, you can buy now again? If you think that, I'm pretty sure you think that when you meet your wife in Pattaya working at the bar, you say, no, trust me, she's different. She's just different. I'm sorry, but I can't do anything. And of course he did make money, but that's normal. You know what? Let's remove all the blur and let's understand everything that happened. From his public wallet, I find all the other wallets connected to Binance. But I also find his deposit address on OKX. So I got his 3 addresses here. And then I find the same for Gate.io. If you want the file with all his addresses and do some research around it, I will give it to you for free. You just have to join my Telegram. Yeah, I know it's tricky, but who am going to chill the next meme coins to otherwise? This one cash out around $10 million on the exchange, and that one around $3 million. Now, I checked all those addresses, what kind of trade they do, and we're going to try to find out some good stuff. Because it's quite smart. They have some cash out wallet, they have some bread senders. I have my list here that I call Skeptical Finance with all the wallets. So 2 weeks ago, he swapped at multiple times 1 million bread, 1 million bread, 1 million bread, 1 million bread to get some Ethereum. And we had another time here 2 weeks ago on the 18th of April, we get a bit of cash out. You see all the transactions that are happening. this one. We send 5 million bread to another wallet. We receive 5 million bread from another wallet, the C89. We swap some breads for 52 Ethereum. Those guys, they don't even try to make small trades. They go in, cash out straight away. Guys, next time, if you want to make it clean, use the based bot. And like this, you can have your DCA buying or DCA selling every 2 minutes, every 5 minutes, and no one will see. It will be soft, it will be dumping cleanly, same as you should be buying cleanly. By the way, of course, thank you Based for sponsoring this video, which is the only trading enhancer that you can use on your laptop and on your mobile, cross-device. Anyways, dumping after dumping, we see a lot of things going on. So sometimes we buy some bread, sometimes we sell some bread. It depends, but we have to create the volumes. We have to create the people wanting to buy it, because we have a wallet that have $5 million, but it doesn't have $5 million. It's $1.6 million if we sell it all, and probably even more slippage, which means having less money. So you see all those transactions. Everything is the same pattern. You can't tell me that it's not the same people when you see the same amount, the same timing, the same everything. You just gotta be behind the level of naive to not understand what's going on. What I'm upset though is that the first transaction is only in March 2024. It means that I did not find all his wallet and everything that was around. But also I had to save my sanity, because again, this is not a scam per se. They bought early and then they promote it and they are selling. Now, if it was a fair launch, obviously it was not. You can actually thank George the Kudu, which is a smart guy because he's following me. So I'm going to give a cheeky follow back. That's normal. He published all the list of the wallets that were whitelisted. So what happened on Bread is that not everyone could buy and sell at the beginning, only those wallets. When you check the addresses, these addresses, oh my God, this is like, if you like on-chain analysis, you're going to see this address, you're going to be like, oh, this is like a nice snack. This is even better than an Instabank. What is an Instabank? I don't need to explain. It says it in the title. Because look at one of their KOL. Like, both for of Bread, right? We have one buy transaction and we dump that nicely every time it goes up. Yeah, for sure, because we pay the influencers, so we know when they publish the video. I can see already this is fake transaction. Why? Well, it's simple. 100,000 bread and then we sell 2 million bread. How is that possible? How can you do that? Not possible. 721A0. I love it. We receive first 100 breads 2 months ago on the 25th of February. Then we receive 100 million bread just after it. You know, it's classic. Like, you start with a little transaction to be sure it works, and then you do the big transaction. So we know the cabal is starting to highlight, and it's beautiful because it's well orchestrated, it's well planned, and the pleb is getting wrecked. But if they are not subscribed to Handsome Finance, who can we blame instead of themselves? And then after we send 1K break here on the 0C, then again 5 million bread, and then we send 5 million bread to tons of different addresses. Just donation, I guess. Just cheeky donation. Here, 2.5 million bread. Allez, who wants some bread? Allez, this one gets some bread. Now we get another batch of bread. Sending some bread. I mean, you get it. Send it on the 15th of April. 2.4 million bread to this wallet address, B45. And what did B45? Well, they dump it. Of course. So this one is dumping, but never bought. Receiving from another wallet, and we dump. So from the 21, we dump. It's almost a music at this point. While editing the video, it's just one thing that annoyed me. Is that when I see those people publishing technical analysis, when they know there's nothing technical analysis about those meme coins, and most of the coins on the blockchain in crypto in general, below 1 billion market cap, you can barely do any technical analysis, particularly when it's few holders like this, and they know those holders. Those are their friends. They're connected. They know those wallets. So when they show this, that's really taking the piss, honestly. That's really making fun of you guys. But if you don't understand that today you should not study technical analysis, but on-chain analysis, you have to understand this now. Unfollow people who show you technical analysis, because this is an investment where we can study who is holding it, which is with the on-chain analysis. You can't do that in the stock market, and we wish we could. That's why Warren Buffett have to say when he's buying or selling a stock, because it would have a strong influence on the market. Anyways, we get so many addresses. I'm not going to go into everything. I just find out that his Binance deposit, the other one, was not interesting. But the cash out wallets, they are massive. It's the same with Conan. Conan, we buy here and then we sell there. We put a little bit of buy at the end, so people think it's okay, people are buying, but we dump on them. 22K. Though this one is not really a good trade though. I think like making 22K for risking 34K in meme coins, I'm not interested. And by the way, you have to know, if I'm sharing this with you, it's because it's not really interesting to keep it for myself. The trades are not that interesting. I know that he received some Pepe from another address, then send the Pepe to his Binance deposit. But there's not so many trades happening, so I'm not going to copy trade. And I guess it's because maybe they only push coins that they're going to chill together or that they get paid for. I don't know. Or only few trades. But it's not something that I can copy trade or whatever. So there is no alpha for me. Otherwise, I would have kept the alpha for myself and the investors boardroom until we don't have it. Oh, you're still not nice, Antoine. That's normal, man. Like, I'm not going to give you my best pickup lines if you're going to game at the same place as I do, because it's all about competition on the market. If I have an alpha that have a competitive value, which means that if you go in at the same time as me or before me, then I'm kind of losing. I'm not going to share it like that. But if it's an alpha, there is no competition, you can come in later or things like that, then of course I'm going to share it. And if you don't like it, well, welcome to the real world where people are honest. And honesty is not always nice, but at least you're free. This is the visualization of our address A0 that's sent to many wallets. Now, this is probably a program, I don't know, but the other wallets are not as interesting in terms of what is happening and what they did. Now, I think we have to congratulate them on the marketing and everything, because the best way for people to think that you're not selling is to use the same strategy that did the Roaring Kitty, which was amazing. This is the person that was behind all the GameStop craze and beautiful moment of history. And every time he was showing his portfolio and that he was not selling, he did not sell. But what people remember, with good or bad intention, doesn't matter, is that he always show a wallet. So that's what they do now. They always show you this wallet. I'm not selling. Because they bet on the laziness of the people that they are not going to check all their other wallets. And then of course, and same as I hope Roaring Kitty, and we know actually that he made money, all this, and then he cashed out. And that's normal. He should, because this is what an investor should do. So you can't blame someone that talked to you about a crypto that they cashed out, and still a Brent went up. You could have cashed out. Maybe you were greedy. That's another problem. Now, we have some truths, we have some lies, but what happened on the market is the market, and it's a game like that. If you don't like the game, exit the game. Or as base trading say it, be the game. And for that, you need to develop better strategies. And honestly, to these days, this is for me the best strategy that is working. Because if you don't have an audience that you're going to be able to trick into thinking you're not selling, then maybe you should not play that game. But this one is accessible, reliable, and I think you can make a good money back of it. So check out this video. And of course, I know there was not so many jokes today, but I just spent hours on research. But don't forget one thing. I know it's not to click the thumbs up button, because I would like it. stay handsome.